Defense was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins on first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 74 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Joseph connects on the extra point. This lead down to 25. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards.
Oh, a leap and he will make the catch. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 70 yards. And the Chargers just continue to roll. They'll try and throw for it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line.
So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Joseph now to kick this one away. From the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways down. That's a really crafty receiver.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking. Zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They start the drive with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Kenneth Murray
leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
finding with space at the 40.
A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins, and his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And that is incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
Gonna get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Vikings send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's got some space here.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
Down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They'll run here with Spiller.
A lot loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Again, it's Spiller. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Herbert now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out. Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They started on the ground with Eckler. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So that'll do it for us. And all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
See, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat.
Today. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Throwing on third down, Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Here's Smith to return it. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield now. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, 59 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
I think we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2. from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Stafford here. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Derek Brown, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mayfield. And Thomas has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense, but between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now Mayfield on 4th down. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down. What they wanted to dial up on 4th, they executed it for 9 yards, and the touchdown, Carolina. Tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction. Determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Down
want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He's going to look deep for more. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Mayfield off the play fake, steps away. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Mayfield looks to throw.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, it's Stafford.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Down to about the 37. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, 37 yards.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from a yard out.
And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Stafford on 1st down. Throwing over the middle. But it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 89 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try. To the ball even faster. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's gonna have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That's returnable now for Smith.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. On the pass, we might be just...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drive.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Stafford looks to throw again.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reached. The 8-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, this is Madden.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We're in the process of that kick return. It appears we had an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. This across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Titans. Robert Woods, an even 90 yards.
defense. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole.